We've probably all heard the Roosevelt quotation that comparison is the thief of joy. And we hear other phrases bandied about like compare and despair. And it's true, comparison is a horrible place to be in because it leaves you in either a state of superiority where you feel very egoic and, very self-important, or in a state of inferiority where you have low levels of self-worth and you feel inadequate in comparison to other people. It consumes a lot of energy which we could be ploughing into, I suppose, exploiting our own potential and exploring our own magic. Yet that being said, we can't help it. It's what we do. It's our automatic place to go when we see other people, particularly when we see other people with something we think we want. And it's about being very discerning and learning to listen to the comparative voice in your head, because we can let it go one of two ways. We can allow it to build into resentment and, kind of hate on other people for what they have that we don't, or we can look at what the message is telling us, look at what it is that we think we desire, and asking ourselves, okay, is this something that I actually need, that will make my life more fulfilling, that will make me a better person and enable me to show up for other people? Or is it just something that's trending and that is a bit vacuous and that is really only of materialistic or aesthetic worth, and that I'm seeing on my social media feed and that I think I want because it will make my life better because I'm not all that happy? And it's about being very, very honest about why you are chasing something. And it's worth noting that oftentimes when we compare ourselves or when we feel envious of another person, it's because we feel they are a threat to us in some way, shape or form. And generally that comes from a feeling of inadequacy. That comes from your own insecurities. And that's work that you need to do with yourself. So a lot of the ways in which we can combat the negative impacts of comparison is to, I suppose, create, first of all, an awareness of it, to learn to listen to it, to learn to tap into what it is that it's actually telling us, the story that we're telling ourselves, and then also to practice acceptance. To understand that we are as we are and other people are as they are, and we all have a unique contribution. We all have something to offer. We don't all need to be the same. We don't all need to follow the same trajectory, and there is no such thing as success. I mean, we have these concepts of what we need to achieve in order to compare favorably to other people, but the reality is these are all just constructs that have been created in a very materialistic and aesthetically based world, and it's not necessarily something that is going to make you feel any better in the long run. Again, as I said, be very wary of what you see in your social media feed, and this is why I always talk to people about the importance of filtering their content. I mean, nobody's life is perfect. We're all struggling. We all feel inadequate and insecure in some ways. In fact, oftentimes the people who do the most posting about how amazing their life is are the people who are missing the most, who are feeling the most lost internally, and who feel, I suppose, the least confident about what it is that they have to offer the world. So it's about recognizing that being humble and being silent and just exploring your own potential is a very valuable way to live. We think we have to be amazing. All we have to do is be good enough and to make the most of what it is that we've been given, to find acceptance, to be aware, to be conscious in the way that we deal with ourselves and in the way that we deal with other people, and to try and find ways in which we can be more purposeful, ways in which we can acquire wisdom, and ways in which we can create peace of mind and contentment. If you are struggling with comparison, if you feel very insecure, if you have low levels of self-worth, I can work with you and get you through them in order to feel more self-accepting and more self-compassionate. Get in touch with me on my website. It's fundamentals.ie. You'll also catch lots of content similar to this video on my YouTube channel, which is Fiona Feely. I'd appreciate a subscription and a like and a share. Have a great day.